Alright. So, we're back with some more Witcher 3. And, yeah. Just gonna continue right off where, I left off. So, yeah. That's about it. I haven't done anything since, I rambled last time at the end. So, we gotta meet... Yeah, we're going after Whoreson Jr. now. One of the criminal overlords, underworld lords, whatever, of Novigrad.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
How about no? I don't know who the heck you guys are. The snark. Over my dead body. I will, long as I get a receipt.
This is a misunderstanding. But fine, take them. Though I'll need a receipt.
You didn't take a,
Drawing it up for you now.
Geralt, you didn't give him your sword.
The preacher who spoke of witches and witchers. A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Oh, so this is because I mocked that one dude in public. Yeah, I can kick these guys' butts barehanded. Come on, get over here. Oh, fell down here. I like how they took my swords, but they didn't actually take my swords. So, let me re-equip my weapons then. Since it also just automatically gave me random stuff. Moonblade, that's new. Adondaith is still much better, so I'm gonna keep that. What about my armor? Nope, 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 and nope. Went to level 18 though, that's good. Yeah, so that one, Church of the Eternal Fire guy that we... What's the proper word? We put him in his place, and, yeah, he didn't like that, so I guess he sent two thugs after us. Quite the gallant servant of the fire, I say. Not even approaching us himself, sending two goons for him. Well, for us. That's quite a backbone you got there. Yeah, one of these guys.
Why are you even here?
Same reason anyone comes here. Play a bit, have a good time.
Invite only, mate. Shit out of luck.
I think you're about to let me in.
By all means, please.
And you, wish me luck.
Luck be with you at the tables.
I always level up and improve the Axii. It's never useful in combat, I've found, but it is... You can get so far in this game by doing the easy route and just going for the Axii and doing the Jedi mind tricks so that you can get into places without having to either fight your way out, having to do weird arguments or quests to get into places, or having to pay to get in. Just doing the Jedi mind trick makes things a lot easier, and you get a lot of XP for it too, weird enough. It's very good for leveling and improving Geralt.
May I?
Why not?
Owner in? Something I gotta talk to him about.
I'm all ears.
It's alright. I'll look for a free table.
Splendid idea. The gaming tables are upstairs.
I don't want to start a ruckus too soon. If I ask the wrong question, I'm not sure if this place is full of thugs and bandits and ne'er-do-wells. And I'm not sure if I ask the wrong question if it'll start a fight. Because I do remember fights starting in here. And I'm not sure if it's supposed to be scripted or not. But, yeah, I know that this place is kind of, it's a kindling that can set on fire pretty quick.
Cards lining up today?
A mutant? What the hell's a witcher doing here? See any drowned dead? Or other shitsuds around here?
Shitsurds. What is that supposed to be, a shit lizard?
Nope, no monsters. Great opportunity to play some cards.
Clever man, eh? All right, we'll play, provided you've coin.
I do.
This take. They've got the best powder in the city right here.
Just want to play. If you insist.
That is a
Believe I will
That is
plow
a-
your ass like a cheap horse.
that is a really high amount of money for a game. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I got a Philippa Eilhart card. So add that to the deck. Yeah, I don't believe I played Gwent anytime last time, did I? Oh, we got the Philippa Eilhart card in the deck, that's good. He's got a Nilfgaardian deck, so let's see how that works out. Sacrifice, huh? Doesn't want to give me the level 7 card. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna play this like as if it's a monster or a Scoia'tael deck. I'm gonna try and have him just use a bunch of cards. What does that do? What does this Imhir card do? I don't believe I can take a look at it, no. Okay, he hasn't forfeit yet, so... Okay, that's a good card to get rid of. I'm gonna play one more, because I feel like if he's gonna use the horn now, then he's gonna have to whittle down to some megaton hammers he has in his deck, which he'll be saving for last. It's not a good one. Screw it. I'll waste the catapult. Okay, that would have been bad anyway. Okay, so I'm probably gonna lose now because of this. I'm also taking some time to take a look at his deck, although I'm probably gonna lose the whole thing and lose 50 bucks, but yeah, fuck it. Screw this guy. Yeah, he's got a cavalry unit. Look at that! That is insane. I forgot Nilfgaard has a de facto win if it's a tie. So that guy... Wow, so that guy didn't have anything left... Well, either he didn't have anything left over or he forfeit.
Took a beating, lad, but come back with coin and you'll get a chance to win it back.
Can I go up against him again? Yeah.
Hello again.
Got the
We're gonna do it lower. I don't want to lose this much money. Let's do 15.
If you
I believe I will plow.
Also, it'd be nice if I had some spies. I got a Dijkstra... We got a Dijkstra card. crap. Yarpin, I did not need you here, man. And you're a good waste card, but... I'm gonna try the same tactic again. I'm gonna throw the first round just to see what he has and get him to waste cards. These weather cards are good for that. He's gonna go for this thing right away, huh? Okay, he threw in the towel early. I could actually kick his ass here. There we go. We got a Zoltan. Ooh, okay. He's got a Zerrikanian Scorpion card. Okay. I didn't realize... Wait, is Zerrikania under Nilfgaard's control? I didn't... Are they? Now I'm just questioning the lore. I thought Zerrikania was independent. Maybe they're conquered by Nilfgaard. I don't know. I know very little about Zerrikania. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. Wait, did he run out of cards? Yo! Him giving me the Dijkstra fucked him over. It didn't matter.
I'll not play you anymore. You're bad luck. Go ruin someone else.
Look on the bright side. Unlucky at cards, lucky in love.
Okay, I kicked his butt. Yo, that's amazing. So he used my he gave me Dijkstra back, and by doing that, he took a bet on getting 2 good cards from that Dijkstra revival, and it screwed him over. I won by 1 point. That is amazing. Okay, here's another guy.
May I join you?
I've never seen you here before.
You got a funny hat, my good sir. Looks like you could make a pie in it. First time here, haven't seen you here either, so what? Want to talk to the owner. I'm sure the want to talk to the owner. I'm pretty sure that initiates a fight of some type. Or something, because that's like the one thing you don't do in a place like this.
Never seen you here either.
You've clearly no notion who I am. Don't be clever with me. We don't like clever men around here. How did you even learn of this place?
Men at the door let me in. Not good enough?
No. Preferable if someone vouched for you. Soon. Until then, I'll have my eye on you.
We done talking? I'd like to play.
All right. Take a seat.
Everyone's very cautious about me being here. They all suspect something. Okay, so I got Philippa, I got Vesemir, I got a healing unit. Let's get rid of Yarpin. Got a catapult from that. Well, Ballista. I'm gonna take a risk and get rid of the Sabrina card. It's fine. The commando's just as good. Oh, he's got a monster deck. Crap. Okay, we're gonna have to throw the first round. If I had a White Frost card, a Biting Frost, whatever it is, that would have been fantastic, because monster cards are generally melee. Only the really powerful ones tend to be anything else. It's gonna summon more. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna throw this guy. Yeesh. Yeah, he's gonna forfeit anyway after this, so... he's gonna use a decoy, whatever. It's gonna summon the crones, it's not good. Okay, passed. Crap. That is very unlucky. And a fog. Well, the fog is fine because Philippa is immune to it. The cards with the golden sun around them and such, the special cards, they're like the ultimate cards or whatever. They're generally immune to weather effects. That's why they have that weird signifier on them. As a explanation of Gwent. Problem is I can't really play this Torrential Rain, because then my medic is going to be totally useless. So who can I bring back? I'm going to bring back... I'm going to bring back Vesemir. Just in case they have a weather effect card like a Torrential Rain, then... Like, I seriously have already lost... Like, if they have a Torrential Rain... explanation's pointless at this point, because now I'm gonna have to use the Torrential Rain. It's still gonna make me lose, but... Yeah. Okay, I need... Yeah. I need a Frost.
You again.
Deal me in.
I need a Frost card. Okay, I have one. Can we get rid of Torrential Rain? Got a Siegfried. Sheldon would have been nicer, but this is fine too. That's a little weird to start out with. Throw in a ranged unit right away. He's got a Fiend. I threw the match. Huh. I mean, it kind of sucks for me because, like, all my units are decent, so... Got Philippa again. Okay, seems to be betting on that ranged unit this time. I'm gonna throw the match. That's what you call getting fucked, son. You don't fuck with me when I have a plan. Geralt's expression is exactly me. It's just like,
What with? You've left me high and dry. I'll not bet half a crown more.
yeah. That is great.
Get in good hands.
Luck of the draw today.
You might make better use of that luck then. We've a room for specially selected upstairs. Really big stakes there.
If that's the case, I accept the invitation.
Come with me.
We caught the attention of the big house. And now they're taking us to the VIP room.
Private room for the chosen few. No one will disturb you here.
Doesn't look too cozy. Not a comfortable place to play cards. Someone less trusting might take it for an interrogation room.
Junior doesn't believe in miracles. This is where cheats learn just how much he dislikes being robbed. Work him over. Once you're done, wrap a nice thick chain around his legs and drop him in the pontar.
Okay. That dude is glitching hard in the corner there.
Beat you half to death. Hey, can you hear me?
And yeah. So we got a... His name's Rico? Yeah, he's a hobbit. A halfling. Looks like he's beat to shit. List of debtors. Adalbert Zimmer, Gwen Hoyes, Lettice Bilace, Sigamore Prokop, Rico! Just with an exclamation point. It's Rico Rodriguez. Mortimer Skinville, Stan Degrees, Aardvark Vander Baltimore. Aardvark. You mean like Arthur from the kids' TV show? He's an Aardvark. I'm trying to think of the theme song of that show. What a wonderful kind of day. Every day in Velen and Redania, it's a wonderful kind of day, isn't it? Hold on, we'll get to you in a second, man. Alright, you good? I'm carrying too much crap.
You alive?
Don't finish me.
Don't intend to.
Shit, those cocksuckers got me good.
Bones are intact.
Will you free me?
You're not hurt all that bad. Let's talk first. Why are you here?
What's it look like? Came here to sit and think. Alright. Clever and tough's not working for me. They took me for one of Bedlam's moles.
Are you?
Well, kinda. Yeah.
So what have you kinda learned?
Horson's working hand in glove with the Redanians. I don't know the details, but he's on their side. And that's all I know.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks. I'll lay low until things settle down. Bedlam will learn you helped me. See him. He's sure to reward you.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
You okay, dude? You gonna vomit? You got rings on your feet. That's weird. That's a weird fashion trend I don't think I've ever seen. Kicked his shit in for doing that stupid vocalization. Okay, let me get the sword out. Geralt doesn't want to use his sword. There we go. Sliced him open like a PB&J sandwich. Hello. Come here. Join the party. Oh, this is one of the bouncers. What are you doing in there, man? You just chilling in this lady's house? She is unfazed by this, by the way. She's totally like, yep, and another man came into my house, waited out here, and then died. That's the 12th one this week. Okay, so we gotta go to Bedlam. He's all the way down there. If I could sell some of this crap, that'd be nice. The plague.
Greetings. What have you got to pull, and how much do you need?
What makes you think I need a loan?
Tain't a man that don't from time to time. And you don't look nor smell flush with coin.
Just so happens I'm doing fine at the moment.
Then maybe you'd like a look at what the less fortunate have forfeited.
Show me what you have in stock. Shark long?
Aye, since I was just a little tyke.
So you helped your dad, took it over when he died?
Nah, my own father left me here in pawn and never did redeem me.
What would you say to a few rounds of Gwent?
You see, like, this is a hand I could have used in that place. This would have been a pretty decent set of cards. He's got a monster deck. Okay, so what am I gonna do about this? It's a lot of monsters. Still debating whether I'm gonna throw this first match or not. This is a good pair that I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save the ranged. I think I'm just gonna throw the melees. Okay, that was kind of sad and pointless to get rid of Vizimir like that, but okay. The more cards he uses, the better. It's tempting to use the Frost there, but that's too early. He still has 7 cards. Ooh, the healer. That is fantastic. Let's bring back Death Mold. Okay, now everything is gonna hit the fan. Sucks, man. You lose. You got played.
Hello there. Pawn in or
I got an Immelrith card.
So long.
Yeah, that was good. That was pretty much the same play-by-play that happened earlier. Just with a different person and different, deck.
Welcome. What can I get the honourable gentleman? New Poo Lanes, perchance? I've not got a true pair, but they'll be the same size.
Looks like we're doing a lot of Gwent today.
We get some cards in too, I'll be a happy man.
He's got a Northern Realms deck. We're just gonna go all in, I guess. This guy doesn't seem to have that great of a deck. That did nothing. Okay, he's getting 2 more cards. Yeah, bullshit. He was trying, but it didn't work. The Philip Eilcarhart is immune to fog, so
Fine. Show me what you got.
So what don't I got? Something for everyone. Seek and you shall find. Cheap too.
okay. Yeah, I can sell this guy's stuff, which is good. The racing saddle I got from what's his face earlier last time, Vorhis, is actually better than the one I had before. I thought it wasn't. Never mind. Dimeridium handcuffs. Fizztech. This dude's gonna be drugged up to death. Fizztech is kind of like magical meth. That's pretty much what it is, and we just got a ton of it in that casino there. So this guy can have fun with that, I guess. He'll probably be found dead in a ditch in like a week.
Thanks.
Come again. Cheap as it gets, right here.
Okay, offloaded a bunch of stuff. I'm kind of surprised I've gotten to use this set of armor for so long. I like it. It looks good. It looks better than that outfit with like the weird badge on the side that I was using for a little bit earlier in the game. This one, I like how this outfit looks, and I like the clack of the chainmail and such on Geralt. It's just like, feels like a knight, feels like a soldier. That's some good ASMR right there, I'll tell you what. But, yeah, I'm surprised that this outfit has actually been as quality as it has. It's still the best armor set that I've used in the game so far, and can use. There's some guys back here. Okay. Not sure what that was all about. Oh, so the house where we're supposed to be going. I thought we were supposed to go down this way, but where we're supposed to be going is the other side? Yeah, that door's locked. Wait, how do we get there? Oh, right. Yeah, we gotta go through the entryway. Can't go through there, so where the heck is the entrance to this place? Here it is.
Open up.
Work with mages often?
My, aren't you curious? You yourself looking for work, perhaps?
No, I just know them. Usually not all that willing to get their hands dirty.
Don't know 'em well, then. A hounded, hungry mage is desperate as any man. Not about to be fussy when taking on work. Novigrad's a city of opportunities. Chances to be seized. You should grab one too.
Should pick your men more carefully. Rico blew his cover like a novice.
Yeah, he told me. And I told him to leave town. Most likely promised I'd reward you, didn't he?
So he said.
Take it.
Oh, he gave me a sword. Oh, he gave me a sword and some armor. Huh. That's cool. How good are they? Garbage? And garbage? Come on, dude. Okay, let's go to Whoreson's arena. Come on, dude, move, 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 move. You gotta admit, Novigrad's a nice... For what it is, Novigrad is a nice-looking town. It may be scummy, it may be shitty, and it may be ramshackle in some places, but it's got a weird charm to it. It's not as nice as, say, Toussaint. It's not as nice as Beauclair or anything. Nothing's really as nice as that part of the game, because Toussaint is like a fantasy land.
My wife's mum's an old succubus.
Ew. Dude, I don't need to know that. That's disgusting. But yeah, Toussaint is like a fantasy world compared to this place. When we eventually get to Toussaint in probably a couple months, it's gonna be kind of a culture shock of weirdness compared to the sludgy, gritty, damp, dark, and very in some ways kind of negative atmosphere that the World of the Witcher, like the normal Temeria Redanian area of the game has. Like White Orchard doesn't so much. That kind of feels like rural fantasy area stuff for the tutorial, and then once you get into Velen, it's like, you're in the swamp now, boy. What are you doing in my swamp?
First they killed my son, now they'll throw us out into the street.
We're still a bit a ways from the arena. Is really far away, huh? Here's to
Got a problem? Think he's punishable by death? Fucking calm yourself!
I like how these guys are just screaming. These guys don't care. Yeah, okay. I was gonna try and start a fight with them, but they don't care at all. Okay, one moment. This fight right here in the Switch, one-off I did of Witcher 3. This fight right here was glitched, and I could not kill one of the guys. So I want to see if that is also present here, if one of these guys is immortal or not. I doubt it. Okay, so they killed this guy. Let it hereby be known that the bearer of this document is entitled to fight in the ring under the name of Zendaga. Oh, so that was scripted. Okay, so these bandits literally beat up and killed this guy. He was supposed to die. And because of that, I am now able to enter because I can impersonate him. Interesting. I forgot about that.
Greetings.
Don't know you, not letting you in, and don't you fucking stand there.
Recognize this piece of paper?
Fight contract.
Good, you can read. So who's this contract made out to?
Says, Zdenek. Made out to Zdenek.
I'm Zdenek. Any more questions?
In you go. Don't you go wandering. Straight to Igor now.
Fair enough.
Alright, we're in. I could have used Axie to get in instead, but may as well do this. There's a lot of guys down here. Let me take a look at this guy before I approach him. Actually, yeah, there is society here. Is anyone fighting in the pit right now? There's someone down there. There's also something behind here. It's a wolf? Yeah, it's a wolf. It's not even animated. Enter the wolf's face. It appears the eyeball on it is textured on both sides. It is textured on both sides. Okay. That might become the thumbnail. That looks horrifying. Holy shit. Oh man, that was creepy. Is there anything else? No? Okay. I think we've seen pretty much everything there is down here.
I need work.
What can you do?
Good with a sword. Wouldn't scoff at working as protection.
And who here would you protect?
crowds can spin out of control, somebody's got to keep the peace.
Claim any kind of experience?
Done my share of fighting. Wouldn't carry a sword if I didn't know how to use it.
Have you killed humans?
Sometimes.
Why not come out and say you're a witcher? It's plain to see.
Not looking for any monster contracts. Need a regular job for a while.
I'll have to test you. I want to see how you manage in a fight, if you can fight at all. You shall fight in the arena, survive 3 bouts, and I'll put you to work.
Set me up.
Already have. Shall we start right away?
Okay, the lighting swapped right there. It's a little weird.
Always prepared.
Excellent. Let's see what you're worth. Remember, you fight to the death. The crowd doesn't take kindly to those who spare their foes.
Let's do this.
Ready your purses! Betting is open! From the far east, where a man's life is worth less than a cup of water, a witcher, a murderous mutant. His opponent, Gustav Rohn, a man who cut his way out of his mother's womb with a knife. As ever, a fight.
I will not kill him.
Release the hounds! Keep it together! What now? The Witcher wins! Next fight! Born brawlers in battle! A fracas! A rumpus! A fray! The Witcher versus the Hairy Brothers straight!
The Harry brothers from Skellige. Oh, man. Oh, this guy's with me now. Yo, Gustav did that himself. That was amazing, dude. A wyvern? Here we go. That was really easy. This whole thing's been easy so far. And Dragas. Boris? What? I think it's over there. What is that thing? Oh, it's a bear. Oh god. Here comes Boris. Gustav, you better watch your ass on this thing. Hey, Boris. Good boy. There we go. Boris is dead.
Yet another win for the Witcher. Bravo! Plowing Scragdom Thorough. They told me a true bruise had come to the arena. Would you believe it? They were right.
Thanks. I'd like to know who's congratulating me.
Slow, ain't ya? Came here to end me, and you've no notion what I look like? Well, we've nattered enough. Now, Cleaver's dwarves are in the sewers. They've slaughtered the guards. Don't stand there like a sodden prick at a wedding. Muster the men and get out those magics. And would someone please kill the blasted Witcher? You heard the man. Kill him!
Well, that's Horson Jr. Alright, Gustav, let's do this, mate. Ooh, I'm getting some hits in. Oh, Gustav's dead. Okay. He helped me for a little bit. He took out those Skellige guys. Sucks, man. Okay, that leads nowhere. This also leads nowhere. Are they shooting me from up there? I hear noises. What is... Let me use the camera here. What is going on here? Yeah, it doesn't look like you're intended to be in this area specifically. Because there's no way in. So let me look at all of these. Because they appear to just be cages. What the heck was that? It sounded like a dude fell off the rafters. Okay, whatever. Yeah, once again. Okay, so what do we got? Yeah, it's just a bunch of cages. There's a rabbit in there. That's the exit. So what's in this last one? This one appears to be a sewer path. But it leads nowhere. Yeah, so you're not intended to be in here either. Weird. Okay, a lot of dead ends. But now we know. That wall looks sketchy, but I don't think that... Wait. There is something behind it. Look at the map. I'm actually kind of clipping on it, too. I'm getting stuck here. What's behind the wall? Some secret. Weird. Huh. Doesn't seem like this is really important. Can't blow it open with Ard.
Was worn by a moving door. Something behind this wall.
Oh, okay. I could have opened it normally. Okay, whatever. I got some experience for opening a door. Okay, is there some guys up here or no? I don't think... There is anymore? No, there is. They're fighting cleavers guys, though. Okay, Cleaver's guys are just here. Oh, there's more. Nice teamwork. Talk to Dijkstra about Whoreson. Alright, let's go head back to DJ Skra and see what he knows, because Dijkstra would have kept information from us. The incredulous bastard he is.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wiley, Whoreson Jr. He's working with Radovid.
Huh? If this is reliable information, Whoreson's neck deep in shit.
Source seems reliable.
It would certainly explain how he had the nerve to break with the Big Four.
Need someone who can get me in to see Junior. You must still have some contacts among the Redanians.
I don't, but you do.
Enlighten me.
Temerian, former commander of the Blue Stripes. Ring a bell?
Vernon Roach.
He's holed up with his men in a camp near Oxenford. Pay him a visit. You're sure to cheer him up, at least.
Okay, we can either find his hideout. Let's go find his hideout. His hideout's up there. And then we'll go see Vernon Roach, who, yeah, is the former commander of the Blue Stripes, I believe, if I'm wording that correctly. He is a former Temerian general, I believe, before Temeria fell, so now he's just kind of having guerrilla warfare against Nilfgaard and Velen, and he's based in Redania. Up here, we have to cross the bridge. So we'll go see him and his pals. They'll probably have a nice chat about the old times and King Foltest and all that, and talk about how shit things are now.
Greetings.
Ah, you're Reuven's mate, aren't you? Heard of you.
You in charge here?
What's it to you?
Bloody mess.
Just sort of happened. Came here, polite and all, to invite Whoreson Jr. to a get-together with his mates. Became obvious right quick that none here acknowledged the ancient rite of hospitality.
Looking for Junior.
Welcome to the Whoreson Hunters Club. Alas, we're fresh out of membership cards. And you're out of luck as far as Junior goes. Bugger's not here.
Know where I can find him?
No.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Got my eye on you. Seems to me I've heard of you before, Whitehair.
Can I grab anything there? No. A few of these seem a little iffy to get the loot from. No, I don't want to talk to this guy.
I'm gonna...
Got my eye on the Witcher as my debt collector.
There we go.
Dwarves were thorough as debt collectors. Didn't leave a scrap. Nothing interesting here. Place has been scrubbed clean.
Wait, there's an upstairs as well. Not gonna be able to get whatever that is.
You see in the dark, and you're sturdy. Make a fine road sniffer if you weren't.
There's a lot of bear traps up here, weird enough. Yeah, Whoreson's a little interested in... He's a sadist. He's very interested in torture and, kind of some fucked up shit. We'll see that later when we actually find him. So now we gotta go talk to Vernon Roach out by Oxenford. We're gonna go to Elector Square so we can fast travel to the Herbalist Hut and then head up there because their camp is a little secluded. We may as well just go to the Gustfields farm and just head north. Okay, here's something interesting. I love how it's visible out here with all these just normal people walking about and such in the fields. But you can see out there in the distance, there is a wraith. All the way out here. Yes, it is, it is horrifying. It's wearing its jaw as a necklace. Huh. But, okay, there's supposed to be a dead woman out here, I think. Let me go straight up and see if I can see it when it deloads the grass. Maybe. Maybe not. I may be thinking of a different... I think I'm thinking of a different wraith. Yeah, look, there's just people out here in the fields, and then this wraith is right next to them. Yeah, I don't see the lady out here in the field, so I guess this is just a really random wraith. But, well, actually, maybe it'll still be here. Maybe there'll be an anchor point. Sometimes... Ooh, I don't like looking out into the void, but alright. It's giving me a weird, I don't like the idea of that. Right? There's a tree underneath the ground. That is a first. Yeah, I don't see an anchor point here. I know where there is one. Really, there is straight up a tree under the ground. There's also grass under the ground too. What the heck? Where is this? Huh. So, I guess whenever they were, like, painting or putting the trees down onto this area right here, they accidentally put in two entire trees, it seems. Just kinda... No, they're... What is this? They're really tall, then. Because these are massive. Like, look how tall these things go up. Huh. They shrunk them down and threw them under the ground, but then there's also grass down here, too, so that's a little weird. This is one of the first few times I've seen, like, grass and trees and such under the map, like I would in Just Cause 3 or something. Anyway, let's get back to the point at hand. It loaded in on the other side of that fence now. Maybe the body's over there? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see a corpse out here of a lady, which would indicate why this wraith is out here. Yeah, I don't see anything. So it's just a random wraith, okay. So there's a wraith behind one of the inns. That is the debug menu. I don't need that, thank you. There's a wraith behind one of the inns. Let me actually bring up the world map, because I've been going on about this but not explaining it. Yeah, I don't think it's out here. So, behind the Cunning of the Goose, out here in the fields, there is a wraith that I have not yet fought that has a dead woman's body there as well. And pretty close to that dead body is what I assume to be an anchor point for that wraith, so it doesn't just run off into the overworld wherever it wants. It has to stay within a certain radius of that area on the map when it loads in. And I think I found the anchor point for that. It's like really, really small. It's like 4 pixels large underneath the map, pretty much below that woman's body. And we'll take a look at that whenever I get to it, but yeah, I thought that might be the case with this, but I don't see a corpse here anywhere, so I don't think it is. Yeah, this is just a random noon wraith. A very easy one to beat as well. Alright, let's head back to Vernon Roach. The plague! Gotta love you peasants. Fearful, paranoid, religiously manipulatable. Ah, the Middle Ages in fantasy.
Winds howling.
Just walk through that branch, Geralt.
Roach.
No one here by that name. Anything else?
I see. And behind you, that's a berry picker's camp?
We're, bird watchers.
Let me guess. That sword's in case you run into a hornbill.
No. Hornbills aren't endemic to this area. Don't migrate here either.
Gonna walk in the camp now.
Aye. Naturally.
And you're gonna go look for hornbills.
Aye. I'm going, indeed.
Quality.
You trouble me, Greylocks.
Here he is.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Vernon Roach, Temeria's last hope.
Laugh all you want.
He's merging with that guy.
Roach, I cannot abandon them.
can and must, because those are your orders.
They'll die. Please.
We're done. Dismissed.
What do you do here? Hunt Scoia'tael?
You jest, right? Who cares about the Scoia'tael anymore? Temerian, that's what matters.
How'd you wind up here?
Came with the army, of course. Its remnants. When Nilfgaard crossed the Yaruga, I dropped everything, threw it all away to hell and rode for the front to fight the invader. Joined the Second Temerian army under John Natalis. We were to stop the Black One's advance along the Dol Blathana Mount Carbon line. And we did. For 3 days. Then they smashed us into splinters. Soon after, I heard Radovid was assembling his forces near Novigrad. That he'd promised to fight for a free north. Broke through with the remains of Natalis' army, but Radovid proved no better than Emir. So I decided I would mount my own fight.
Alright, so yeah, he's pretty much describing a lot of events that have just occurred in the Third War so far that I'm paying attention to. It's interesting lore. And the Scoia'tael, I don't think I've explained them the entire time I played this game. So the Scoia'tael are... oh god, explaining that would be like explaining all of the Elven lore, and that's a lot of shit. Okay... where to begin? I'm not going to go into full detail on all this stuff, because that would be like probably a 40-minute historical talk about just this fucking world and how it's shaped itself. But basically, as I crack my knuckles, so they're the race of elves here. They're not originally of this world. I'm going to try and give my best Spark Notes explanation of this. So they're elves. They're not from this world. Then the humans arrived during a conjunction of the spheres, which is a cosmic event which kind of introduces new things to this world of The Witcher. This world of the Witcher world doesn't have a specific world, and it's kind of just the world of The Witcher. It's not like Tolkien, where he kind of wanted to name every single thing, or a lot of fantasy worlds where they name everything in the world and all that and such. The Witcher world doesn't exactly have that for the planet itself. But, yeah, so there's this event called the Conjunction of the Spheres that occasionally, when the conditions are correct, brings in new entities and other things from other dimensions, worlds, etc., and they're left into this world. This world is kind of like a vagabond world of just stuff thrown around from other worlds. Like, the humans aren't from this world. They're actually from the normal world. An amount of them were just brought here due to the conjunction. And that's where they created their own race and empires of humanity and such. But anyway, we're starting to dip into the historical aspects of this world. So for the elves, they were brought here. The humans, when they arrived after them, started to push them back from their civilizations and such, and started to dominate them through force. Because the elves here were generally rather peaceful. They're just like, okay, we'll abandon our towns, we'll go further away from the humans so they don't mess with us, and eventually we'll get our towns back, probably. They viewed the humans as like a temporary thing in the world, and that's not exactly how humanity works. So, and added with humanity, they're quite violent, so they started killing elves and taking their places and such. At the end of the day, the Scoia'tael are basically regiment elves that have banded together partially, like some of them have, well, most of them have kind of teamed up with Nilfgaard in the prospect of Nilfgaard offering them some sort of freedom or like their own stable lands and such for them to have, and so basically some sort of normalcy for them. Because the Northern Realms are pretty much on a pogrom of trying to kill them and get rid of them. They don't want the elves here at all. And now you have these guerrilla factions of elves in the woods teaming up with dryads and other things, and a lot of the dwarves from Mahakam are with the Scoia'tael as well. Basically non-humans. Anything that's like a non-human, like the halflings, the dwarves, the elves, I forget what the lizard people were. I don't think they exist really in the world of The Witcher at this point anymore, but they were lizard people. And I don't think there are any werebubs left either. They're kind of like beastmen. I think those are they still exist, but I don't recall ever. I've never seen one in The Witcher 3. I don't know if they exist at this point, or maybe they're just not in this area. Maybe they're in Kedwin or something else. I have no idea. But yeah, basically the Scoia'tael are just these separate. They're this third. You have Nilfgaard, the Northern Realms, and then the Scoia'tael as this third faction of politics and viewpoints and intent with the war going on right now. And they're a major focus in the books. They're a very major focus. They're also a main focus in the second game. I forget if they're a main focus in the first game. They're not a main focus at this point in the third game as much, because Nilfgaard is like creeping up and they're the main military threat. So that's my spark notes of who the Scoia'tael are, and a little bit of backstory on the elves and such. There's a lot of lore in this crap, which you don't need to know to play this game, but like I said, it helps to understand everything. But yeah, I don't know.
Looking for Horson Jr.
I've heard of him. I'm not sure why you think he might be in my camp.
Heard some birds chirping. You've got some of the same friends. Both seem to count Radovid among your allies.
These birds. They're terribly talkative. I'll need to see them. You'll have to point them out.
Mm-hmm. Meantime, Vernon, willing to help, or do I need to keep looking?
As always, you've more luck than you deserve. I'm on my way to meet my Redanian contact. We're meeting near Oxenfurt, at a chess club.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you.
You and our commander.
So now we're going to meet Vernon down here in Oxenfurt, and we're going to meet a friend of his, who is also a very important and interesting character.
My contact should be...
Ready?
My contact awaits at the chess club. Let's get this over with.
Your contact. Who is it?
Slippery little bugger. I'd have nothing to do with him, were the circumstances any different.
Mean you don't trust him?
I trust no one, including you.
Well, thanks, bud.
Come on.
There's a lot of Redanians here for some reason. I wonder why.
Something's not right.
Let's see what.
Bing bada boom, we got King Radovid. King of Redania. Just chilling here, playing some chess. A very important character in this world, but a very questionable and problematic person.
They say it's the game of kings. That chess teaches one to think strategically. Well,
What a load of rubbish. Both sides have identical pieces. The rules stay invariably the same. How does this mirror real life? Witcher, do you know why I play chess?
Okay, for practice to be a stupid answer, time killer for company. I'm gonna say... no idea.
I have no idea.
I play chess to reveal the game's secret. Blood thumps inside these chessmen. You need only listen, and you will hear. Dub-dub. 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 A heart pumping with life.
Radovid's not exactly right in the head.
I take a pawn, and I hear flesh being rent. I win a piece, and I hear screams from the depths of its bowels. I want to break the chessmen open. Squeeze the truth from them. You see what I mean?
Yeah, you're a little bit of a sicko.
No, I don't.
You do not, because you are not a king. Pawns see only their comrades at their sides and their foes across the field. A king has a different view of the chessboard. His greatest foes surround him. His own chessmen might trap him. And that is check and death. You see, Witcher, chess is the art of sacrificing your own pieces. Now do you see?
You seem a little paranoid after Vizimir was murdered, and you don't want the same fate, dude.
I think I do now.
Unimportant. Let us speak. Why have you brought the Witcher here?
I think he'd best explain.
Expected a Redanian spy. Had no idea we'd be meeting a king.
When you've an opportunity to omit intermediaries, I'd suggest you avail yourself of it.
I'm looking for Cyprian Wiley, Orson Jr. I know Redania supports him.
Why do you seek him?
It's personal.
Fair enough. I'll not pry. I have placed Junior in a mansion in Oxenfurt. Very few know this. They'll not let you in unannounced. Thus, you must tell them you've come about the new whores. Junior constantly requests fresh women. I hear he doesn't treat them well.
You just give me a man after investing coin and time in him? Can't help but wonder why.
Consider it a gesture of goodwill. Almost. I'll expect you to return the favor. And also, Junior has lost his purpose. The Big Four is no more. I shall contact you to collect in due course. Now go. And you, Roach. We must speak another time.
Radovid's sinking ever deeper into madness as I see it.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Junior. Don't really care beyond that.
Geralt, come to think of it, I too wanted to ask a favor. I have a terrible problem with Vess. Need someone to talk some sense into her. Come see me at the camp. I'll tell you more.
Let me think about it. See you, Roach.
Another day gone to shit. Scram before I lose my place.
Before we go get Junior, because this is pretty much the end of finding Junior. Where is... Sword and Dumplings, Eye for an Eye, Meet Roach. Triss Marigold. Do we not, what about the cleaver part? I rarely do that, and I'm kind of interested in seeing what it's entirely about. I think I've done it once. But you can do a set of missions with cleaver in Novigrad. But I believe Whoreson has to be alive during that. Yeah, I don't see it. It's not going to be a Witcher contract. I have so many contracts I haven't done. Most of which I can't do, but there's an amount I can do, actually. I don't have the Cleaver quest, so I may as well just, wait, quest updated Gangs of Novigrad. That's the quest. That's the one I did not have that would be with Cleaver. Aw, man! I think that's one of the first failed quests I've done in this game. Whatever. It's fine, I normally don't do it. I guess we're just gonna go after Whoreson, then. Yeah, I always forget I have that mission whenever I play the game.
What do you want?
Where's Whoreson Jr.?
Oh, this one's got bollocks, don't he? Junior ought to know someone sniffing around.
Here to talk about the new girls for Whoreson.
Never seen you here before. You know him?
Can't say that I do.
Faulty memory. I've been here before.
Right cheeky horse, son, if I seen one.
You're not the first to try the old walk on through. Now let me show you how we dealt with them.
So you let him through the door, huh? Okay. All right, let's go to fighting. Oh, one of them's got a crossbow. Split him wide open. I don't know why that dude just warped over there. Okay, he should be upstairs. Where's the staircase? Can't get in there. Is it in here? There's the staircase. Yeah, so,
Fucking degenerate. He so much as touched Ciri, he'll pay.
Yeah, so if you're a little squeamish about, gore, look away or skip ahead. Because Whoreson Jr.'s place is quite, disturbing. Although, if you saw me cleave those people open, you're probably fine about it, but... Yeah, there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of torture, and there's a lot of dead women in here.
Nailed it to the wall.
Yeah, Whoreson Jr.'s a little crazy. A little crazy. He's a sicko. He just has a bath full of dead women. That's just his thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's very fucked up. Yeah. This guy's a sick twat.
What the sandwich fuck is this?
What the fuck is that? What kind of response is that to someone walking in a room?
No, fuck me.
Yeah, get him, Geralt.
Help me for fuck's sake.
No one's coming.
Stop.
Seriously.
What? What do you want?
Nah, kick his shit in.
Hello, Junior. I've come to talk.
I'll do whatever you want.
Got a few questions to start with.
I'll tell you everything.
I'm looking for a young woman and a minstrel. I know you've met them.
A bird? What fucking bird?
Ashen-haired with a sword on her back, just like me.
Yeah. That was... I remember.
Pay attention now. You'll tell the truth. Want to know why?
I won't lie. Honest.
Took me a long time to find you. Wasn't an easy road to travel. I'm angry and tired. Had to talk to people I didn't want to talk to. Wouldn't normally talk to. Some of them tried to cheat me. Some tried to lie. I didn't like it one bit. I feel like one more lie'd be the last bitter drop in a chalice full of sorrow. And then I'd do something I would later regret. Now you know why you can't lie to me?
Yes.
Good. I'd like to know how the ashen-haired woman ended up meeting you, and what happened to her.
What happened to her? She attacked me.
Lie one more time, and I'll cut your balls off.
Hmm?
We'd made a deal. I was to repair their magic filler, that girl and the songster were to bring me Siggy Reuven's treasure. They didn't, so I might have flown off the handle a bit, I admit.
What did you do?
I nabbed their flunky, Dodo, and waited for them to come for him. Look, this. Here's what they wanted fixed.
A phylactery? You can fix something like this?
Not me. I know a guy.
Wasting my time, Junior. I need details.
I'll tell you all. Just the way it happened.
Flashback. Yeah, we're deep into the story now. A few weeks earlier.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Calm down, Dandelion. You can't leave Dudu in Horson Jr.'s hands, you know that.
I know, but my gut can't be reasoned with, and no amount of sympathy I feel can silence it, blot it out.
Cheer up. We can manage this, I'm certain.
Famous last words right there.
Have you learned where Horson is keeping Dudu?
Room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
I'll need to cross onto the roof. Wait for me in front of Junior's house. And I know it's difficult, but do try to look inconspicuous.
If they hurt you, Horson will pay.
I must climb onto the roof.
Not gonna lie though, Dandelion, you're passionate with words. I understand that. You're a minstrel and a poet. What the hell are you gonna do? Every time I've seen you in some sort of action sequence, you either run away or you normally 90% of the time you're gonna panic and not know what to do because you're gonna think too much. I would love to see Dandelion actually do something like fight. That'd be interesting to see. That would amuse Geralt to no end. Okay, so... Actually, let me take a look with the camera. What the heck's going on here? So there's Dandelion down there. Did it load it? Is this like a special area of the map? Or did it load in? This doesn't look normal. This really doesn't look normal. What the heck? Well, wait a minute. Well, there's Crow's... Weird enough, I can tell... Yeah, there's Oxenfurt all the way over there. There's Crow's Perch. That over there. No, it didn't load in the map. It's just weird. I am actually... Huh. Okay, then. So I'm gonna reload the game and try to get the camera usable. Because I want to take a look around in this cutscene. Well, it's not a cutscene, but this flashback. It seems a little different. Okay, so the camera has been fixed by reloading the game. So yeah, let's take also a look at the characters. So here's Ciri. I don't think we've done any pan-overs of any of these characters yet. Oh, she's got her little Witcher medallion on her satchel there. Here's Dandelion. I think this is the first... Like, we saw him in a cutscene earlier, but this is the first in-game proper view of him. Does his hat attach to his head... Hold the phone. Oh my god, he's bald! Dandelion! You aging fuck, you're bald! Holy shit! I'm sorry, I did not expect that! Oh my god, he's balding! Holy crap! Oh! This is amazing! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh, god damn it! Okay, let me put the headset back on. Holy crap, that made me laugh. I can't believe that! He's balding! Dandelion is balding! There are boats out on the water there. It's those low poly ones from earlier, I assume. I got tears in my eyes. Okay. So, where are we even actually during this event? We just in Hierarchy Square? Kinda. We're like down here. The gates are down, which is obviously to limit us from moving around, but yeah, it's a bit odd. Let me make sure my headset's on right. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, let's take a look around while this event is happening. Is everything still relatively normal in Novigrad? It looks like it. Pausing the game has kind of helped with that. So I can just get a look around here. I'm going to unpause it, actually. Which, I guess is just going to put me back here. So let me do this again. Yeah, it looks like it loads in Novigrad normally. Wow, yeah, because you're not supposed to come over here, even these, which wouldn't have happened yet, are still here. The pyres with the dead bodies on them. So it looks like they left Novigrad. It looks like they left everything normal. They just have this very specific area for the event to play out, to be there. What is that building off there in the distance that has lights? What is that? Is this the Vagel? This is the Vegelbud estate. Okay. I was wondering why there was lights on a building that was quite large far away. So there's Novigrad. Let's go see what's going on in Oxenfurt, where Geralt is. So here's the house. So let's take a look inside. I doubt Geralt's in here. There's no way he would be in here. Yeah, nobody's in here at the moment. There's some kind of fucked up shit. This lady she doesn't have proper eyes. They're like dented in. She's had her neck either slit open or ripped open with like a rope or something. Then there's all these dead ladies in here that I'm not going to look too much at because that's kind of disturbing. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, so I kind of hoped that maybe it would still have Geralt and Whoreson loaded in here. But I would assume it wouldn't. Oh, is there extra room in here? What's the deal with this? Yeah, there's like a space in the wall that's not used. Weird. Anyway. Radovid ship. Radovid is not here. All the music is still queuing up when it's supposed to. Yeah, looks like not. Looks like not everything's loading normally. Oh geez, now all this is having to load back in. Alright, Dandelion, you need to work on that bald spot, man. I don't know if he ever takes off the hat. I honestly don't know if he takes off the hat at any point to prove that differently, but at the same time, regardless, when he's his model is bald. He has hair like around his... He has the really bad decision someone who's balding could make in having hair like around his head, but the top of it is bald. That just looks so bad when... Just go full bald. Just own that. When you have hair left over, like, it's one thing to have, like, that weird, like, older dude, like, crown effect around the ridge of your head, but when it's, like, down, still, like, length down to your eyes and such, and it's that long and you're balding, it looks weird when you don't have any hat on or anything.
Oh. Room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
So we're running on the roofs.
There's the balcony. Let's see what's inside.
And now, my dear Dodo, I believe I'll try a different tune. Afraid I'm bored with this one.
You're fucking balmy, Junior! Anyone tell you that?
No. Most say I'm nice. Once they get to know me.
So you enjoy good company? Like to make new acquaintances?
You plan to introduce me to someone interesting? There you are. Good of you to come. I've been waiting for you.
Nice sword, Ciri.
Where's Reuven's treasure?
An eye for an eye.
They're coming!
Dudu, listen. This is what we'll do.
Get that fucking whore!
So, I'm not aware if it's... I like how those guards didn't notice his body over here. He's still alive, but he's knocked out. But, yeah, I'm surprised... Well, let me collect my thoughts. So, Dudu is a Doppler. I think I explained Dopplers earlier, but Dopplers are beings that don't really have any known original form, but they're rather harmless. They're kind of just like... Mentally, they're just like people, but they assume the forms of various things. People, animals, if they form into an object, I'm pretty sure they die, and then they just become that object. But Dudu's one of those, so he assumed the form of Junior here to trick them. So that's the current plan, is to get out of here and to get Dudu out of here by making all these guys think that Dudu is Junior. Nice body. That was a heck of a death.
That's what happened. Told you true.
I like how in that time Geralt grew a beard. I don't believe he had that scruff in his beard before the flashback started. I think it was still pretty trimmed, but during that time, I think it fully grew out to an extent.
Dudu, what happened to him?
I don't fucking know. Brick vanished. There one moment, gone the next.
What happened to the woman?
Fuck if I know. One of the boys got her in the back, but she's alive, I swear it.
Got anything else to say?
I told you all I know. Everything.
You hurt the woman I'm looking for. You tortured her friend.
She attacked me. I have a right to defend myself. I beg you. Got what I deserved. Have mercy. Please.
Let me tell you where things stand. I'm looking for this woman because she's like a daughter to me. And that's why I just can't let this go.
No.
I mean, aside from the fact that you did all this, it's like, yeah. I think the world's a better place without Whoreson Jr. here doing this kind of shit. Alright, so Whoreson Jr. is dead. We got some more information about Ciri and Dandelion. And Dudu. We gotta find Dudu.
Seems you've resolved your matters. It's time you return the favor.
Radovid doesn't like to wait much, does he?
No, he does not. You'll come with us. The HMS Oxenford Tretogor. Once the crown jewel of the Redanian fleet. Decommissioned now, though.
Nice boat.
You'll need to leave your weapons if I'm to let you aboard. Follow me.
Geralt has the improper etiquette of calling a ship a boat. That I take quite offensive. Geralt, You're showing your bumpkin origins.
It's from noble women. Ladies from the most prominent families gave
Show
up
some
their
posh.
A spur of the
Some
moment
proper attitude.
You're a homeless wanderer, can't understand what it is to truly love one's country.
Alright, so we're finally going to meet Radovid on his fancy ship. This is where he's normally at in the game. Still playing chess, even though he says he doesn't really care for it.
There you are.
Need something from me, Your Majesty?
You've never been one to mince words. Very well. Find Philippa Eilhart. That's my wish. I ordered her eyes gouged out once. But apparently her blindness troubles her not. My hunters have detected Lady Eilhart hiding east of Oxenfurt. They have further established that she has magically sealed the entrance to her shelter. Entering it will be difficult. I believe you might succeed in doing so. Bring her to me, alive.
Philippa Eilhart. What's she looking for here?
I suspect she wants to find her old friends, reconvene the lodge. Perhaps she seeks revenge on me. Lady Eilhart is known for her persistence. At times I recall the lessons she gave me when I was a child. Her teachings as memorable as the punishment she meted out. She was subtle and patient in her cruelty. I took her sight, but she remains dangerous. I'd advise you to be cautious.
Not sure what either of these responses would be. Let me think about it. Mages are more likely to succeed. What do you mean by that, girl? Do you mean, like, mages would be more successful in hunting her down? Is I think what he means, or mages would be more successful, like Eilhart will be more successful in the capture. Like, capture, in the fight. Like, she'll be difficult to catch.
Philip is using magic. You'd be better off sending mages.
Okay,
after
it's what I thought.
I cannot count on their aid. We parted ways after the events at Loch Muin.
Parted ways? You gathered them in one place, then gave the order to murder them.
You ignore the context. They'd assembled to revive the Conclave, the very same they had once dismantled. I was open to the prospect. The other rule is likewise, until a certain Witcher revealed that the Lodge was behind the regicides. The mages proved to be traitors, while the Witcher proved himself skilled at tracking traitors down. Now go to the mountains and bring me Philippa Eilhart.
Okay, Your Highness. We gotta find a boat and head to Skellige. No, we're not done here.
Your arms.
Thanks.
Never seen better steel in my life. Blade must strike true, no?
It's a matter of the hand, not the steel it's holding.
What can I get you? What?
Let me see.
Trying to get rid of as much of this junk I don't need.
So long.
Alright, so we gotta see Priscilla again. And then she might know information about Dudu. We'll see. I think it's gonna be getting close to wrapping up here. Once again, been playing for quite a while. Not as long as last time. Last time was a bit insane. Nearly went 4 hours with this game with the whole Dijkstra stuff. Because that was a long series of quests.
Don't touch me.
Seek to confuse trouble, sir.
If I was seeking to get you drunk, madam.
Yo, it's been a little bit.
Think I know how to free Dandelion. Got a plan, but we need Dudu. Gotta find him.
This plan? What is it?
Our Doppler friend will assume Menga's form. Order Dandelion moved to Oxenfurt. We can grab him on the way.
Brilliant. But how do you aim to find Dudu?
You're his friend. Any idea where he might be hiding?
With the Doppler, the question's never where, but as whom. In the past, facing trouble, he'd disappear, then reappear on the morrow with someone else. But this time he hasn't returned.
Known Dudu long?
I know this might sound strange, but I can't be sure. It seems he'd been circling me for some time in various forms, trying to attract my attention.
Can't blame him for making the effort.
Thank you. I failed to notice him at first. Then he decided to shoot the moon, assumed Dandelion's form.
What tipped you off? How'd you know it wasn't Dandelion? Dudu not much of a singer.
No. He simply spoke about something other than himself.
We need to convince Dudu to reveal himself. Any friends we could leave a message with, someone he trusts?
Dandelion? Irina Renard's troupe, that's all really. Not certain he was friendly with anyone else. Spent dawn till dusk with the troupe, on stage or in the crowd.
So he liked going to the mummings.
Yes, I'm actually surprised he didn't come to us after it all happened. He certainly could have counted on the Foxen's help.
So if these mummers are ready to help...
We need only mention Dudu. Irina and company are deeply indebted to him.
Dudu and the mummers, how'd they meet?
That was my doing. Some opening night. Maxim lay comatose in his wardrobe, drunk as an otter. I thought of Dudu. Hard to imagine a better actor than a Doppler.
And Dudu revealed himself to them just like that?
I didn't think it wise to tell anyone. But Dudu and Irina took to each other completely, and right away. He fell so hopelessly in love with the theatre.
That he started performing with you?
Yeah. Now Irina feels terribly guilty. They let him put himself in danger. She can't forgive herself.
Maybe we could use a play. You know, work a message to Dudu into something. Lure him out of hiding that way.
Not a bad idea, but I doubt a few lines would suffice. Besides, do you really think Dudu whiles away his days attending mummings he knows by heart?
So what do you suggest?
We must write an entire new play. From scratch. Something grand. Something that will grab Dudu's attention. So most importantly, it must have a splendid title. It must be the talk of the town. If you wish we can...
Oh boy, we're gonna have Geralt write a play? Oh, I forgot about this.
Not sure I'm cut out to write a play.
Yeah.
Maybe you're better off doing this on your own.
This is the last thing Geralt would be normally doing.
You'll see, we'll have a grand time together.
This is why he has Dandelion.
Alright. Guess we can start writing the play.
Any ideas for the plot?
Alright.
Actually, I was hoping
Let's see.
The key is to convince Dudu that he can rely on you, and that we wish to free Dandelion. The message must be clear, though naturally woven into the play's dramaturgical essence, meaning we need an appropriate dramatic structure. Following along?
Yeah, all clear.
Now to find the proper expressive form for our content. A gripping, contemporary story, that would be best. Perhaps about the condottieri of Povis. I know. Lorenzo Molla. A tale of a handsome but ruthless bandit, and the Doppler who manages to fool him. But now the Doppler must hide, and can only count on the help of his friend, who's a witcher, who in turn is prepared to do anything to save his no, better, his beloved. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Really think so? Lorenzo Molla. Yeah. Or perhaps not. Wait, I've got it! We shall stage a story of the Urchin of Erlenwold. Secret lovers, their betrothed one, a curse, a cruel queen, bells sounding midnight.
But...
At which point he reveals his face. He's a monster, there to steal Princess Palvera. They want him dead, but at that instant a witcher steps in. And everything ends splendidly. So it's settled, yeah? You wish to say something?
Will I get a say in any of this, or have you decided everything already?
I was gonna say.
Cross. It's the nature of the creative process. We toss around ideas and choose the best ones.
Yes.
Well, you must admit I'm better acquainted with the theatre.
Oh, so you have the better opinion of this, I see. You're being pompous.
To the work as a whole. Dandelion will explain how it works later.
It's... literally, the initial story was fine, and then you just threw out this thing that doesn't really have a whole lot of anything to do with what we're trying to convey to Dudu. And now you're passing it off as, well, I know better because I'm of the theater. It's like, oh, could you be any more stuck up? Come on. We gotta have an agreement here. I guess we'll go along with it. I'm in the same position as Geralt. It's just like, wait, what? Why? Whatever.
We need a good title. Venture to say that's more important than the story itself.
I've some ideas. Perhaps you can choose.
Gonna consider my opinion this time?
Of course. We're partners in this. I'm just in charge.
Uh-huh.
I've two really good ones. The Doppler's Salvation and A Changeling Rescued or The Witcher's Triumph. Which do you prefer?
Probably the one moment I'll have a decision in this whole conversation. Doppler's Salvation, The Changeling Rescued, or The Witcher's Triumph. Doppler's Salvation.
Let's go with the Doppler's Salvation. It's shorter, catchier. Just one problem. No Dopplers in that story. Just a princess and a cursed urchin.
Nothing simpler. We need merely swap the Doppler in for the urchin. The message, that's what's important. A witcher arrives and saves the Doppler. Got it?
Alright. So it's a comedy.
I was thinking more along dramatic lines. But if you prefer something lighter... Listen, merely decide and I'll get to work.
Let's go drama.
You're right. A drama'd be better.
Very well. I must get to work. While you must pick a corner. Sit down. Read silently or just think. Alright?
Just go away. Let me have fun. Just go away, Witcher. It's okay. I'll do this all.
A rhyme for Witcher?
Did Itcher?
Ugh. Just keep quiet.
Switcher. The Witcher 3 on Nintendo Switch.
I could make a small masterpiece of this had I a bit more time, but...
We're fresh out of that. The hidden message to Dudu. What did you weave in?
Hidden message?
You were gonna work something in, like come to the Kingfisher at dawn, or...
That wouldn't be in keeping with the tone of the play, not at all.
You wrote it to contact Dudu. That was the purpose. Fine. So how do you see this working?
that sigh.
I was counting on
Oh,
recognizing
man.
Or just improvising? Shall we worry about that later? First, you must take the script to Madame Irina. Sure you know where to find her? The troupe performs in the butcher's yard off the main square.
Join us later. See ya.
Ah, man. You are horrible at what you were supposed to do, miss. Oh, wait. Is that the whole play? Let me read that. It's Adrena's copy. The Doppler's Salvation. Witcher. Oh, this is Geralt's lines. Okay. Let me give this a go. To slay beasts most foul. 'Twas what this I was made for. What the heck is this verse? To slay beasts I'll lighten up. To slay beasts most foul. 'Twas for this I was made. I kill as my calling, not just to get paid. Threatening. Perhaps midst the guests he hides, in fear. Suspicious. Squints my eyes. Seems men's hearts can love for changelings foster. Astonished. But a heart that is base, such as this knave aches. Disgusted. Ugh. No monster is he whose shape can shift. Ceremonial. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. Whatever. I got a crick in my neck now. I'm doing one of those... I was doing gestures and poses. And one of those made me crick my neck a little bit. Oh, man. Okay, so we gotta take this script to Irena Renard. Should be in the square. Oh, she's over here.
This where Madame Irina's troupe performs?
Yeah, but you can only enter with a ticket. There's no performance now. Mamas are just rehearsing. Process is interesting to observe, though. So, want a ticket?
No performance. Said so yourself.
You can still get a ticket. What'll it be? Need a ticket?
That is the most menacing "need a ticket" that I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, one.
Here. Just stay out of sight, eh? Awful bashful, these mamas in rehearsal.
Whoa, what a killer.
Madame Irina, can we talk?
Geralt of Rivia. Dandelion's told us so much about you. Is he with you?
No, but I hope to bring him back soon. Here to talk about Dudu.
Let's speak in my quarters at the back of the theatre. We'll be undisturbed there. How can I help? We've not seen Dandelion or Dudu recently.
Dandelion's in trouble.
That much I guessed, though I am curious how serious it is. Did he seduce a powerful man's wife and go into hiding? Or did he write an offensive couplet about the priests of the eternal fire?
Worse. Lots. I'm gonna try to help him. Gotta contact Dudu first.
But he's disappeared as well.
Have a plan to lure him out of hiding, but I need your help. Can I count on you?
Naturally, but what can we possibly do?
I want to stage a play. Something that'll really draw the crowds.
I see. And you hope it'll get Dudu's attention as well, draw him here. So it must be an entirely new play? And who will write it?
Priscilla, actually. She's done writing it. Tells the story of a witcher who rescues a Doppler from certain death.
Sounds interesting. I'll gladly have a glance. But first we must think about getting the word out and organizing some protection. Ushers. Would you mind tending to these matters?
Think we need ushers? A play about Dopplers could be controversial, but are ushers absolutely necessary?
Can't be sure if you've attended many performances, but Novigrad crowds can be particularly difficult.
Rotten apples, tomatoes, eggs, that sort of thing?
Axes, butcher's knives, and bricks, actually.
Alright, know anyone appropriate?
Try the dogs, perhaps. You're bound to find some men willing to do any work for a few crowns.
How can I help you spread the word about the premiere?
Well, we'd like all the city to hear about it, so we must clearly talk to the Puffins.
Who are the Puffins?
Street artists. Get them to announce the premiere, and even the muscles on the harbour piling will hear about it.
The Puffins. That is an interesting name.
Some rooms in the Bits in a townhouse, but I can't be sure they're still there. I've not seen them in the streets lately. They may very well have hung up their body hose.
See if I can find them, and if they'll work for us. Thanks for helping. I'll come back once I've found some ushers.
See you then.
Okay. So now we gotta find some ushers. Not the rapper. Whoa, you grabbed that dude. Impressive. Most impressive.
I've had enough of living.
Where are they? Oh, they're all the way at the other end of the dock. Oh boy. Recruit jugglers from the performing troupe. We'll do that as well. Where are they? They're out back towards Hierarch Square. Let's go get the ushers first. They're closer. I think after the play, we're gonna be good for the day. I am hungry and need something to eat and a break. And my neck is starting to act up now from whatever gesture I did earlier.
Good fight. Some nice footwork there.
Challenging me, or is it hell you want to face? A Witcher versus the Beast of Metina. Killer instinct versus primal rage.
You guys really from Nilfgaard?
He's from ploughing Metina, damn it! Nilfgaard. Raised by wild hounds on the windswept plains of Magdera. Brothers, forged in bloodshed. Veterans of Metina's infamous filthy arenas. Who dares face the wild men of the south? Who will look the beasts in the eye?
Like to hire you to help out. We're staging a play.
Need us to kick some ass on stage.
Actually want you to usher. Keep the peace. Make sure no one's ass gets kicked, on stage or off.
Got the wrong man. Ass kicking's what we do.
I pay well. Stand to make more than you do here.
Expecting trouble? Will we need to bust some heads?
Can't rule it out. Bricks could start flying. Heard that from a reliable source.
Ow! Wanna smash some bricklayers? Oh, he does, he does. Oh, I don't know my own brother. Give me that coin. And don't fret. We'll be there before any of the dancing starts.
Alright. So we got the ushers, we got the bouncers. Now let's go talk to the jugglers. It's optional, but I'm kind of curious what that is about. It's gonna be a heck of a walk, though. It's kind of weird, there's not a whole lot of people here on the docks. Normally this place is really bustling. Seeing some people warp around into position in front of me. Maybe the NPCs are just not prepared for Geralt running through town and such right now. we're almost there. There's some Redanians here, I guess. Okay, they were just guarding that entrance. Yeah, they're out here in the boondocks, these people. Sorry, kid, can't do that.
Nice tune. Damn sad, though.
Then it successfully conveys my mood. What do you seek here?
Looking for the Puffins. Have I found them?
We've no coin. Leave us be.
Think there's been a mistake.
Sorry. Thought our landlord had hired another thug to collect from us.
Another thug? Flattered. Thanks.
Forgive us. You look threatening, and we've had our share of trouble lately.
Nisa's on edge these days. We all are.
Don't want any coin from you. In fact, I'm willing to pay you, provided you agree to get the word out about Madame Irina's new play.
Oh, afraid that's impossible. Ever since we premiered our fateful ballad about Holy Hemelfart, who his faith ignores, gorges himself, diddles old whores, Fatso's gang has been harassing us incessantly.
Fatso's gang?
Common thugs, and the church's pay. City's full of gangs like that now.
They threatened Nisa. Said they round off her pointy ears with a carving knife.
They don't let us perform. Chase away spectators, destroy our instruments. Lately they've taken to lurking outside our home. We're at wit's end, no clue what to do.
They harm any of you?
No, not yet. But it's merely a question of time.
Nisa overheard talking about setting fire to something.
All right. Say I get Fatso and his boys to leave you alone. Will you publicize Irina's play then?
Of course. But you shan't find it easy. There's no talking to that lot.
I'm not a great talker anyway.
Oh, they're gonna be back over here. Okay. No, sorry, kid. Can't do your submission yet. A little busy here.
So you're the ones.
Oi, Fatso, look what we got here. Is it just me, or you got cat eyes?
Right, he does. Stray cat must have fucked his mum.
Now, what you doing in the city of eternal fire, cat shit?
Leave the Puffins alone.
Worms that insulted Hierarch Hemelfart, called him an whoremonger. I'd sooner snuff out the holy flame itself.
Tell them fucking poets to come down here. Shove their fruits up their blaspheming arseholes.
Yeah, to play a different tune then, every time they fought.
Leave the Puffins alone.
Aye, we will. Alone.
What the hell?
Black magic. He's a fucking witch. Get him!
Well, it almost worked.
Alright, enough. Damn it, enough.
Ah, what a sight! You really showed them. 1-2 over the back, then pow, right in the noggin.
I'll finally be able to leave my home without hiding beneath a hood. Thank you very much.
Come on, it was nothing.
Oh, it was something, all right. I don't dare think we've forgotten our promise. We'll strip our voices ragged praising Irina's new play.
How much will I owe you?
Not a copper. Helped us out. See no reason why we shouldn't help you. Get half of town to come to the play. Wait and see.
Some quick preparations and we'll be out in the streets. Till the next.
All right. That went very well. Now it's time to just do the play, I guess.
How you like that silver?
Oh, these guys. Quite gory. Alright, now that we've split open a dude through his abdomen, let's go to a nice play.
Doppler belongs in a fire, not on stage. And you belong in a sty, swine. Go home. You'll go Charles, misses you.
These guys are great.
See how Bolt does what he can, but it's technique what matters most.
Door on the left.
Alright, let's go. The play's ready to go. Now let's see if it gets doo-doo out here.
Ah, there you are.
Managed to hire some ushers.
Wonderful. That's one matter resolved.
Wanted to talk about the text itself.
It's not at all badly written. In fact, I quite like it. I was willing to relax my standards to help Dudu, but we may have something very interesting here. I've very clear ideas who to cast as the servant, the Witcher, and the Queen, but I'm not certain who should play the prince and the princess.
Who's playing the Witcher?
An amateur. It'll be my first time working with him, but I'm confident he'll pull it off.
Newcomer to the troupe?
In a sense. Oh, stop pretending you don't know. I'm talking about you.
It's a good idea. Doubt I'll get a standing ovation, but Dudu will see me. That's the key.
But you will make an effort, won't you? Learn your lines, at least.
I'll give it a shot, of course.
Oh boy. Maybe I should study that page that I got earlier then? I don't know. Man. Like, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. Oh boy.
These performances bring in much coin?
Well, it varies. On good days, the square is barely capable of accommodating everyone. Other times, we're lucky to earn a handful of coppers. Of course, we shall pay you a fee as well. You're a member of the ensemble now.
Thanks. So who do you see playing the Doppler Prince?
I'm finding it hard to decide between two candidates. Abelard Ritzer would be the safer bet. He's been part of our troupe for ages, has flawless technique, but he doesn't exactly captivate the crowds.
Who's your other option?
Maxim Bollier, outstanding actor, and audiences love him, but sadly I can never be sure he'll show up sober, or that he'll show up at all.
Let's go with Abelard. I'll take a reliable artisan over an unpredictable artist any day.
Rightly so. The project is risky enough without our casting Maxim.
So, about the princess. Small part, but an important one. Any idea who could play her?
Priscilla would be the obvious choice. She's young and beautiful. Yet, I do have more stage experience.
I think if we choose Maxim for the prince, he'll show up drunk, so I don't think that's why I chose not to choose him. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I think that's what happens. For the princess, I don't remember. I really don't remember how this turns out. I don't think either one would really be that big of a problem. Let's just do Priscilla. She wrote the thing, so she knows it.
Let's have Priscilla do it. No offense, but most people...
Assign greater importance to appearance than to talent. I understand. I shall let her know. I'm certain she'll be wonderful.
All right. Got the cast figured out.
It seems so. Prepared to plunge headlong into your career as a mama?
We can start now. Looked over the script out of curiosity. We can start anytime, even now.
He sounds so upset.
No time to lose. Come to the stage.
He sounds like, I don't want to do this, but sure.
Zoltan, what are you doing here?
Prissy told me you like to putting on a play. Were you playing the lead?
I'm not the lead.
Oh, I thought to myself, I'd sooner shave my beard than miss that. Tell me, Witcher, you gonna wear hose and a codpiece?
Calm, Geralt. You must focus your mind before you go on stage.
Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, most honorable citizens of the hallowed city of Novigrad, welcome.
Yay! Hooray!
I have for you a tale moving and heartbreaking. Its title, The Doppler's Salvation.
Yay! The crowd is not joyous in any way.
Katerina as the queen, Leo Ribe as the humble servant, appearing as the prince, a veteran of the Novigrad stage, Abelard Ritza, and as the princess, the lovely Trebaritz with the voice of a nightingale, Priscilla.
Okay, now they clap. Act 1. This, I believe, is actually like an amount of time. This is a play that's happening now, so this is going to be a little bit of dialogue.
The monster slayer awaits. Your summons he's answered and stands at the gates.
Show him in. I must speak to the man. Lest that dread beast take my daughter's hand. Witcher, your task is a matter most tender. Her monster shall show at tonight's feastly splendor. Stand guard, beware, kill the beast if he shows, and a grateful queen shall reward your woes.
I kill monsters for pleasure, and no man is my measure.
The audio just got really quiet for some reason.
Swallowed the bait, this fool of a witcher. I'll ensure the foul bow reveals his true figure. The monster revealed, the witcher shall strike. The beast will he slay, thrust his head on a pike.
Ah, my child will pity her love, this beast, but a fiend and a maid. No, this must cease.
Gathered are we, a host fair and noble, to celebrate this day, the princess's betrothal.
Alas, no monster do I see or hear. Perhaps midst the guests he hides, in fear.
My dear, long have we hid our love's tender fires. In stealth we'd meet, in deceit like liars. Tonight shall it end, be my wife, that's my plea. Our hearts torment over, we shall love for centuries.
Oh, darling, I will, I will, I will!
Wait, with wine must we toast this moment joyful. If not, a foul curse shall rend your lives woeful.
Treason, 'tis not wine, but a brew spiked with silver. Soon all shall see my true monstrous figure.
Hark, hark, 'tis no prince, but a Doppler imposter.
Interesting.
If the maid loves him, it seems we've lost her.
Behold, Witcher, the beast of which I spoke. Unleash your sword. Let fly the killing stroke.
Stop, stop, beast or man! 'Tis my love, my betrothed.
Sheath your blades, fear a Doppler. 'Tis a thing most foolish. Changing one's shape does not make one ghoulish. Remember, 'tis not flesh a monster makes. But a lack of morals. And a surfeit of cakes.
I messed up that line.
It is true. This wretch's foul suspicions tainted my mind with this plan so malicious. The Doppler must live. My daughter he'll wed. Beast or man, she loves him truly, without dread.
'Tis our tale's end, good folk, and its moral is this. No monster is he whose shape can shift.
The Witcher is just a true Doppler's friend. But you, foul page, in chains you shall end.
Guard! Call the guard! Remove the traitor at once!
Hey, hear the princess's command? Come up here.
Come on then, Governor. Up you go. On stage.
Toss the traitor scum in the dungeon!
Don't be afraid. In the end, everyone will live happily ever after. Doppler and Princess wed the same night. The servant's heart melted. He wept at the sight.
Dopplers to the stake! Burn them all!
And here comes the zealots and crazy people.
Blasphemers! Ought to teach them respect for the faith!
What are you on about? Shut the fuck up and clap before I tear you new arseholes.
Tear me a new one? We'll see about that. On your feet, boys! Give them a taste of hell! In the name of the church!
In the name of the church!
Give us a hand, Witcher. Can't take them on our own.
Alright, yeah. Think about the children! There were kids watching this play! Now they've been traumatized for life. It's okay, kids. It's all practical effects and magic. It's all fake. None of this was real. Go home. Everything's fine. Talk to Dudu in Renard's room. How the heck? Oh. Well, for that, I am going to just do this. Geralt is floating through space. Okay.
Geralt, you recognized me. How'd you do it?
Greetings, Dudu. Heard about that souvenir Whoreson left on your face.
So, you know everything? Have you seen Ciri?
No. Still looking for her.
Geralt! Masterful! You did great. Haven't they laughed that hard in ages? Lads won't believe it when I tell them.
Explain one thing to me. How do you and Dandelion manage to displease Reuven, Whoreson, and the Temple Guard all at the same time?
It's not as if we planned it.
Why didn't you find Priscilla or the Mummers? Contact them.
I came to a few performances, different shape each time, but I dared not show myself. Feared I'd put them at risk. Then I got word of a new mumming. Saw it as my chance to learn something, anything, about Ciri and Dandelion.
I know Ciri went back to Whoreson's to get you. How'd you manage to escape?
I ran after her, wanting to keep up, but I'd have been a hindrance. She called out to me, entreated me to shapeshift and disappear. I tried to find them, Ciri and Dandelion. It was as if they turned to vapor. Fearing for my life, I shifted each day, becoming someone else. Even considered turning into Ciri to trick her pursuers, but...
Slow down, Marmalade. Geralt, when did you last see Cirilla? Been a while, hasn't it?
A while, yeah.
For me, likewise. Must be a full-grown lass by now. Do us a wee favour. Show us Ciri for a moment.
Geralt?
No, no need. I'll recognize Ciri when I see her, sure of it.
I just thought you might want to see.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
Not angry with me.
Oh, no, Zoltan. I understand.
No.
I feel relieved.
Yeah, you're fine, man. You're fine. It's just like, no, we'll see Ciri when we see Ciri.
There's good news, too. Menga's dead.
Ugh, a fiend. Good thing someone finally killed it, though another just as bad or worse would likely take its place.
Wouldn't be so quick to assume. Got a feeling it could be a decent fellow.
What's he talking about?
We think we can free Dandelion. Just need your help.
What could I do?
Take on Menga's appearance, then go and give the order for Dandelion to be moved to Oxenfurt.
We'll lie in ambush in a ravine en route. Spring Dandelion from the convoy when it rolls by.
Wait, not so fast. How am I to be Menga? And I've no notion where Dandelion's being held.
Dandelion's on Temple Isle, imprisoned there. You'll need to find out exactly where.
But what if they grow suspicious? Start asking questions.
I'll bet my best axe no one will pester the commander of the Temple Guard. Besides, you're a Doppler and an actor and a Doppler. Got double the spark to improvise your way out of any situation. If things get spicy, you'll just nip round the corner and transform into a buxom wench, a jackdaw, or whatever else strikes your fancy.
Of course, it's that simple. Thanks.
No one knows Menga's dead. No need to worry about being exposed.
No one save you. Would this have anything to do with the fire at the witch hunter's barracks?
We were in the area.
I sorely regret not seeing that.
Yeah. It's kind of our fault. We disposed of Menga maybe last time.
Listen, you'll manage. Everybody believes Menga's missing. You can make up any story you want.
My lads and me will lie in ambush in the ravine. Geralt will then join us and we'll await word from you.
But how am I to contact you as Menga? Send word that the convoy's left.
You'll need to figure that out. Come on, Guile's your middle name.
So, we all clear? Dudu, get your ass to Temple Isle. I'm off to assemble my crew. And we'll be waiting for you, Geralt.
We could use a bit of support. Let me talk to Dijkstra. Catch him in a good mood and he just might lend us a few bodies.
We'd manage. We would. We're just my lads. But if you miss Siggy that much...
He's the one's got a soft spot for me. Said so himself recently.
Whoa, wait! Hold on! What happens after? I hope you don't expect me to continue as Menga, live like Chappelle, burning the occasional heretic to keep up appearances?
No. Once it's over, we expect to see you at the Rosemary in time, where we'll all meet.
To get pissed like wild badgers. So, settled? Let's get to work.
Not bad. Not bad at all for your first time out. Just a few minor trip-ups.
The performance in general, what did you think?
I doubt the audience understood it all, but that's to be expected. I'm just pleased the Puffins got the word out. That was quite the crowd. You were right to cast Abelard as the prince. It's likely Maxim would have shown up drunk as a fish or forgotten about the premiere altogether. Here you are. Your fee. I must admit your style of mumming, well, it's quite minimalist. Did you study anywhere?
At Kaer Morhen. Minimum expression means maximum effect. Thanks for the coin. Take care now.
Geralt is a professional actor.
Did you see those poor...
He can add that now to his resume. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Is there anything I could do? Can ask Dandelion. Meet Zoltan at the side of the ambush. Yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the whole Find Dandelion questline, but I think I'm gonna just talk to Dijkstra and call it a day. Where the heck is Dijkstra? Still at the bathhouse? Yeah, he's up by the bathhouse. Let's do a currency conversion. Okay, got some money.
What's he doing here? What's he doing here?
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Recently mentioned you, have something of a soft spot for me. Gotta ask you a favor.
Oh, that's quite the start, Geralt. What's it you want?
Need to carry out an ambush. Could use a few of your men.
An ambush? What's this about?
Give me men who will survive the fight. They can tell you afterwards.
I like you, Geralt. That's why I'll give you not one, not two, but 3 of my best men.
3's enough.
Then it's settled.
Alright, yeah. Just a few extra guys, that's totally good. Yeah. So the ambush is out of town, quite a ways out of town, all the way out over here. So I'm going to go to Hierarch Square, fast travel to the Cat's Inn, and I think we're gonna wrap it up. So we got a lot done today. We're pretty much wrapping up the main Novigrad questline. Doing this all in the past 2 parts really has been like it's all long stuff, but it's way faster than I kind of expected, which I thought it'd take like 5 to 6 parts, and I'm condensing it all into... It's a lot of dialogue, but I'm condensing all the missions into about 2 parts, it seems, so that's good. That'll leave, in the future, that'll leave for more parts of just random quests and things in between. But, yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for the day. Not a whole lot from me, just kind of chilling, enjoying the story. It's very on rails, there's a lot of dialogue. And, yeah, I'm now yawning. Okay. So, thank you for watching, and, see you next time. Have a good night.